Hey everyone, this is Michael Brook from Rapid Couples Counseling, and this video is entitled The 6 Different Ways Contemporary Society Gets in the Way of Relationships. Now, one of the things that happens when you talk to enough people is you see repeating patterns of behavior within the general population. And there's a number of things that I see that it appears to be really consistent with our society that means that's getting in the way of relationships. The first one is attention. These days, people are attention poor. So they've got all different kinds of things vying for their attention. They've got work stress, they've got home stress, they're busy at work, they're busy at home, they've got kids, and also they've got mobile phones, and they've got emails, and they've got computer stuff that's pinging at them, that's notifying them they need their attention, and all this stuff is going all the time, and they never get the chance to give their partner in their relationship enough positive time and attention. So this appears to be quite consistent for a lot of people. So the people that tend to be attention poor. Coupled with that is time poverty. Lots of people are very, very busy. Once mobile phones were invented, they created a digital leap where people are chained to their desk, chained to their job, and that chain gets pulled 24/7. And so often you get people who are doing work at 10 o'clock at night when they should be in bed cuddling with their partner. Or they're in the middle of a great conversation, their phone pings, and all of a sudden they have to do what the phone tells them to do, and then they don't have time for their partner. So time poverty is something that gets in the way of relationships. The next thing is the disposability of people. These days, most people meet their partners on dating apps. And the problem with dating apps is how they're structured is they more or less make people disposable to other people, because you can always turn on the phone, download the apps, and you can always get a limitless supply of new potential partners. And so people are far more willing these days to discard someone and to dispose of a relationship partner than might have been previously. The disposability of people as a cultural idea is actually quite common these days, but it gets in the way of relationships because relationships will often have conflict, they'll often have difficulty, and that's normal. But if you don't see that as normal, if you think that everything needs to be perfect all the time, then the moment any snag happens and the moment any difficulty happens, you just swipe right, get rid of them, and then find another person. And the problem is if you apply that to every single person, you'll never be in a long-term relationship for your lifetime, and it doesn't work. That's the disposability of people. The next thing is the atomization of society. Marketing, Facebook, social media has made people so that they're atomized. What that means is that people are thinking about what they can get for themselves. They're not thinking about their family unit. They're not thinking about their community. They're not thinking about society. It's what can I get for me? What can I get from the people around me? What can I get from the people I'm dating? What can I get from my relationship? As opposed to what can I give to my family? What can I give to the community? What can I give to my relationship? That atomization shows up in lots of negative ways in relation. The next thing is a quick fix mentality. So things need to be fixed quickly, or if there's a problem, then the best way of dealing with the problem is getting rid of the problem. And sometimes the problem isn't your partner, sometimes the problem is you. But if you're thinking in terms of quick fixes all the time, well, you get to a place where that's not actually a viable solution. And the final one is the avoidance of discomfort. Now, I've talked a lot on this channel about discomfort, but all relationships involve some type of discomfort. If you stick with someone for long enough, you'll find where your edges are. You'll find what the limits of your capacity to tolerate difference are. You'll find your limits of the capacity for you to tolerate yourself. You'll find the limits of what the capacity to tolerate your partner is. And you'll get into a place where you'll be very uncomfortable merely by virtue of staying in a long-term relationship with someone. And so relationships are kind of designed that way. That's the way relationships work. But if you never experience discomfort, or if you never allow discomfort into your life, or you try and avoid every sort of discomfort, when discomfort arrives, you immediately try and get out of it. And the problem with that is sometimes the best way of dealing with a problem is to go through discomfort, not avoiding it. And if you're never want to experience discomfort, well, you probably should be single for the rest of your life, because you will experience some kind of discomfort in all the relationships you have. Now, good relationships have small amounts of discomfort and they're easily addressed and moved through, but you'll never have a relationship where there's zero level of discomfort. You're going to find something's going to come up where you're going to go, not happy with that, so let's make some changes. These are the 6 different ways that our culture gets in the way of relationships. And if you're going to have a good relationship, you need to address those things. You need to make sure you bring your time and attention to your partner. You need to make sure you need to give time to your relationship. You need to make sure you see your partner as being non-disposable. You need to make sure that improving a relationship is something that can take a long time, and it can take months of focus in order to get things back to where you want them to be. And finally, you need to see that if discomfort shows up, it isn't something to be avoided, it's something to move through, because on the other side, you've got growth, you've got resilience, you've got deeper levels of connection, intimacy that you had never thought of possible. So I hope this has helped. If you are going through some challenges in your relationship, please give me a call on 0432 681 321. There's a booking link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube or on social media. If you want to have a session, please click on the link. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the channel, and look forward to making more quality content for you shortly. Thanks very much. Bye.